Thank you for joining this short webinar showing you how to identify the additional procedure codes when making an export declaration using Customs Declaration Service software. This is step 5 of a series of short webinars introducing the Customs Declaration Service guidance on completing an export declaration. This table sets out the step-by-step guides we'll be covering in this series. We'll be showing you screenshots from gov.uk. HMRC is constantly improving the digital experience of our customers, so you may find that some of these screenshots will be slightly different to those you'll see on gov.uk. This webinar series follows Grayson, who is exporting children's t-shirts from Great Britain to the USA. He has his own Customs Declaration Service software product, which means he can submit his own declarations. Grayson is completing an export standard declaration. Please remember to follow the 11 steps in the navigation guide in order, otherwise your declaration will fail validation. Grayson needs to ensure he's on the Navigate the CDS Declaration Instructions for Exports page. If he scrolls down, he will see the 11 steps he needs to follow. Step 5 focuses on identifying the additional procedure code or codes. In step 4, Grayson identified which additional procedure codes were compatible with the procedure code 1040. In step 5, he will see which of these permitted codes are relevant to his declaration. This can be done by accessing Appendix 2 in step 5. Grayson selects the hyperlink. This will bring Grayson to the Appendix 2 guidance page. If he scrolls down, he will see Appendix 2. Grayson then selects the hyperlink. This opens the Appendix 2 guidance page. He can then choose to access Appendix 2A or Appendix 2B. The appendices are split into Union and National Additional Procedure Codes. Any Union Additional Procedure Codes must be declared before National Additional Procedure Codes. If there is a combination of both Union and National codes, the Union codes must be declared first. Union Additional Procedure Codes start with a letter, whereas National codes start with a number. Grayson needs to examine in more detail the additional procedure codes he identified in step 4, for example C12. He must then decide whether they are relevant to his goods. To do this, Grayson needs to work through both Appendix 2A and 2B. He starts with Appendix 2A and selects the hyperlink. The highlighted Union Additional Procedure Codes and descriptions on this slide include the permitted additional procedure codes that Grayson identified earlier. He begins to work through every permitted Union Additional Procedure Code that he identified in Step 4 to see if they are relevant to his declaration. This includes consulting the individual Union Additional Procedure Code guidance. Grayson will need to read the description of the procedure, any conditions of the use of the code, and the restrictions on the use of the additional procedure code. He would need to follow this process regardless of the type of declaration he's completing. However, after working through all permitted Union Additional Procedure codes, neither of them are relevant to Grayson's declaration scenario. He continues the same process of elimination for every permitted national additional procedure code in Appendix 2B. This includes consulting the individual National Additional Procedure Code guidance for the relevant National Additional Procedure Code. Grayson reviews all the permitted National Additional Procedure Codes and descriptions in Appendix 2B. The only code that his declaration relates to is 000, which is when no other additional procedure code applies. Please note that this is a very different process to that used when making a chief declaration using a Customs Procedure Code or CPC. In the Customs Declaration Service, 000 is used as a last resort when no other additional procedure code applies. Therefore, the additional procedure code that is suitable for Grayson's declaration is 000. However, you can have up to 99 additional procedure codes as long as they are all compatible with your procedure code and relate to your declaration. Grayson has correctly identified the additional procedure code for the children's t-shirts as 000. Watch the next webinar to find out how Grayson identifies the correct additional information or AI statement codes.